Welcome to Fast Cars, Fast Girls. We are your INDYCAR experience.
It does work. I was watching it.
I know, I saw you. Oh, all right. Well, I'm Abby.
I'm Ollie.
Well, I know, just, because our voices are somewhat similar, but...
That's true. We've
yeah.
never done it that way, and that's why I was like,
I know, usually call each other out, but it's the off season. We might have some new listeners that are kind of getting into racing for next season or
something.
branching out from...
Found us on a various platform.
It's possible.
We're out there.
We are.
You can't hide from us.
You cannot. But don't worry, we'll advertise that later on in the show. It'll be a surprise to everyone.
Including me. All right.
Well, we're going to wrap up the 2019 IndyCar season.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time. So I figured we'd start the wrap up by looking back at the shots that we called prior to the 2019 season.
This is going to be painful.
Yeah. So, first shot we called was the most exciting thing that we thought was going to happen in the 2019 season. Ready?
Yep.
You said Iowa.
I picked Iowa.
Technically, with the tornado,
it was the most exciting camping experience of the season.
That's true. Yes.
The Hades level heat followed by the tornado we survived.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say camping wise most exciting. Race wise,
mid-pack.
Mid
Mid to upper.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't my favorite race, but I still enjoyed it. Had a good time. We had a great time at the track. But yeah. But yeah, say solid mid-pack finish for Iowa.
Finish, yeah. I said the rookies, which I actually stand by that. We had a Rookie of the Year battle going down to the end, and who would have thought the driver who won 2 races would not have gotten Rookie of the Year, so...
Yeah. So yeah, you did stand by that. I will say, I'd like to update and say that I thought the most exciting thing was actually Texas. I think overall that was my...
No, it was Iowa.
No, I'm saying, in retrospect, now that we're at the end of the season,
Okay, well, that might feed into the top 5 moments that we do every year.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
I forget that every time.
I know you do.
I know. And you don't remind me like an asshole.
It has been on the plan since 2 months ago. If somebody read the stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Things that we wish had changed or were different going into it. You said you wanted go do more races. Solid.
Yep. They did not, but...
They did not, but I still think that would have been cool had they did.
It would have been. Yeah.
I said more ovals again. Still stand by that.
I will always stand by that with you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we just swapped out one, but... for next season, but...
Didn't really.
No. And we lost the super speedway. I don't like that at all.
No. All right, here's the real shots called.
Yep.
Rookie of the Year!
Well, I picked Erickson because that's who I had in fantasy, and nope, he came in last in the rookie points.
I picked Rosenquist, and...
You won.
I won, so...
Go and get it out. Do your little dance.
Yay! I don't get my own little Rookie of the Year trophy for choosing it, but...
In your heart.
I won,
it makes you better
I'm excited. That's the only... It's the only thing we got right.
Yeah, this is also the nicest I've ever seen you win. Molly can be quite the sore winner in person. She's not a sore loser, but
I've been up for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, but you are.
Oh.
You can be quite obnoxious as a winner.
I
love it.
I mean, I know that's who I am as a person.
Yeah.
I'm not going to change it.
Own it. I love the passion.
No. So champion. Well, obviously, you picked Simon. I picked Rossi, and neither one of us won.
But we
would
get a half point because we finished in the top 3.
Yeah, that's true. We would have gotten the podium half point.
Yep.
Yeah. 500 winner.
Picked Marco because I thought it would be really cool.
You picked Marco. I picked Hinch because he didn't make it last year, and I was like, this is what the track does. No, we were wildly wrong on that one.
Yep. All the 500 guesses where I put money on it, though, I did win those.
That's not what we're talking about.
I know, but it makes me feel better.
Okay.
But yeah, no. I'm
nope.
batting 0.
Yeah. Best race, we both chose Iowa.
Nope.
And worst race, we also both chose Laguna Seca.
Also no.
Pleasantly also no.
Very pleasantly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm very excited to go out there next year.
Yeah, no, it looked great. Fingers crossed it's just as cool next year.
Yeah, well, and I think even Robin Miller wrote an article right after Laguna Seca that said, I'm eating crow and I don't mind.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm right there with you. I mean, because us and Rob Miller, we were all like, this race is going to be crap. It's not going to be what you think it is. It's going to be boring. It's going to be a parade. And we were
absolutely wrong. And
absolutely proven wrong, and I'm okay with that.
I'm okay when shit happens. Like, we all thought that Santino Ferrucci was going to be a dick and horrible, and he has grown. And I'm like, that's fine. I'm cool to say, like, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Unlike other people on the internet.
Right. But no, I love being pleasantly surprised and
exactly.
proven wrong in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if I say it's not going to be good, please prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Show me.
Why not?
Yeah. So, well.
Those were the only shots that we called. We talked about a lot of things, so I think it's time to go to the top 5 moments.
All right.
I wrote my notes down. These are not your notes.
All right, then.
Well, because I know I would forget.
That's fair.
Yeah. I also don't have a pen to write your shit down.
That's fine. I got a pen and a notepad over here, actually.
So. I know, so.
All right.
I was just going to write it so when I do the notes, I would know.
Oh, I got you. Well, then let me give you a pen, my dear.
Yeah, that was good. Thank you.
Check that out, by the way. A rep from the hospital brought that in. It's got the highlighter on top, and it's got the stylus.
Oh, I do enjoy the stylus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me start.
Sorry, we're nerds about pens.
I love pens. All right, top 5 moments. All right.
Now, did you do yours in order?
I did, but it's okay if.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you? I say you list yours, then I'll list. Or I mean, let's alternate.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yes.
Okay, so top 5 moments of the whole season.
Yeah.
Would
you like me to start with my number 5?
Yeah, you start with your number 5.
My number 5, the Barber race. Just in general, the racetrack was beautiful. That's a great place to go. Practice was wild, with everybody off the track, and the quals with there not being anybody from Penske. God in heaven, I have burps now. Penske or Andretti in the Fast 6. That was really wild. Harding Steinbrenner had their race screwed, as did half the field because there was a tire issue and push to pass wasn't working.
Yeah.
So, like, great weekend, but, like, a lot of, like, intricate stuff going into the races.
Yeah. Yeah, Barber was a pleasant surprise of... I knew that I would enjoy it, had no idea that I would love it as much as I did.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You don't have to put yours in order.
Yeah, I'm not. So I'm going to say, obviously one of my top 5 moments is going to be Simon winning the 500.
Yep.
Because it was just awesome. I love Simon, and I know how much it meant to him and the team, and yeah, it was just very cool. And that was also a special day for me because my nephew was born. So
that's true.
Right, I cried on pit lane at the beginning of the day with a picture of my new nephew, and I cried at the end of the day with
in our seats
with Simon drinking milk. So it's a good day for happy tears at the track.
That's so funny. The 500 is my number 4.
Oh.
The last few laps, and they were like trading back and forth between Rossi and Simon, was just one of those moments where that's how you want a 500 to end. Like, one of them was going to win, but they were going to battle out to the damn end, and like similar to honorable mention, but the ending of the Bommarito race.
Yes.
So that's funny that right afterwards, kismet.
It is kismet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will say, actually, the Bommarito is another one of my top moments.
Okay.
I mean, having Ed Carpenter barely come in second, really wanted him to win, but still, and then TK come in third.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a race that it was like, just all those guys pushing and fighting to the end, and just a well-deserved podium for ECR and TK.
Yes.
Very well-deserved. They've not had the seasons that they wanted, and so the excitement level, it's like you just know that they were just giddy.
Yeah.
The raw excitement and emotion of those drivers, I think we all shared in that collectively.
Definitely.
As fans. Even if you aren't necessarily a fan of those drivers, everybody was still into it because it was like, this is so cool and was unexpected.
And us at the top of the stairs just yelling and screaming and jumping around.
Yep.
The last 5 laps of that race.
We apologize if any of you still have ringing in your ears.
I don't.
Sorry.
It's been long enough I don't.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. So it's a 3 Texas race. Texas. It was a great weekend. Just schedule. I know that we usually say you should have more during a race weekend, but because Texas is a week or so after the 500, and like Detroit is a doubleheader weekend. Like it's nice that there's all of a sudden this quieter weekend for God and everybody.
It is. Well, and they do have another, they have a truck series that
truck
comes.
series, but...
And so, it's like there is some activity. It's not just IndyCar.
But it's not full.
But it's not full. You have lots of time. And so you have time to sightsee and things if you want to as well.
That's also, it allows you to go and do sightseeing. The racing there this year was fantastic.
It was. In fact, our entire trip, let's say Texas will be my number 3 as well, because our entire trip was fantastic.
It was
that state is just charming.
Yes.
Everybody, except for driving in Dallas. But yeah, everything else about our trip was, it was just charming, and we had time to sightsee. We even made a plan for next year. Like, okay, we went
to
east we went east and did Dallas stuff this time. Now we're going to go west and do Fort Worth stuff next year, and
the stockyards.
Yes, we're going to do that. Yep.
I don't know what that's going to entail, but I know it's going to be good.
Right, we're riding whatever animal is there and available.
Yeah.
Yep.
Live or mechanical.
Either way. I am not good on a mechanical bull.
I don't think either of us.
Granted, I've not ever tried it sober, but I can't imagine that I'm going to be.
I don't know how. Well, who knows? Drunk magic.
Yeah, no. But yeah, Texas ended up being my favorite
non-Indy
out of town, and especially since we flew non-Indy, non-camping race.
Yeah.
Of course, there's road courses that have special places in my heart.
Naturally.
But yeah, I did not expect to love Texas as much as I did, and it's one of those that I don't ever want to miss it.
No, I think it's going to be on the thing for forever and a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was easy enough for both of us. Okay, number two, Road America, lap 1, Rossi passing Colton and then just dominating the rest of the race. Similar to Long Beach, also too, where it was just like, all right, I'm gonna head out, and he just doop.
Yeah.
Like at one point where Joseph was like, how far ahead is he? And told him, and he was just like, okay.
Yeah, it's like Rossi was out there driving by himself.
Yeah, it was.
Well, and on a course that big, it takes so long to catch up with lap traffic. He really was just out for a Sunday drive.
It was, and it was just one. I know that it doesn't make for great racing, but as a fan of his, and lap 1, by turn 3, he had passed him. Because when he got to us, he was already ahead, and I was like, yeah! And then I just sat down.
Yep, you were like, and I'm done.
I was like, let me just crack open a beer, sit down, enjoy the race, everybody. I'm good.
I'm cool.
I'm cool, so.
I'm cool.
So yeah, that and Long Beach also, where he just was like, he had the pole, and he just went.
He just checked the fuck out.
Both of those races. Gone.
I feel like Road America did a much better, the broadcast did a much better job of showing the mid-pack battles rather than just focusing on Rossi since he was so far out. Long Beach did not.
Long Beach does not, no.
Yeah, that's 100% my worst race.
Yeah. They were like, and here's Rossi again. And I was like, I'm a fan of him. Switch to somebody else.
Yeah, there's nothing happening.
Yeah.
The only unless a squirrel runs onto the course, nothing else interesting is happening up here.
Huh?
Yeah. I would say our off-track activities, FCFG Unplugged.
Yeah.
I want to kind of lump all those in together.
I get that.
We did a couple of them, but just in general, those were super fun. Gave us a a interact with, a lot of our fans, meet new friends, new fans. We even got some professionals to come out. So, yeah. The FCFG Unplugged, I think that was something really fun that we started this year that we're definitely going to continue because
it's just a nice thing to do. It's
a
great idea.
Everybody had a great time. Everybody enjoyed it. And at Mid-Ohio, we did it on Friday rather than Saturday. And then Saturday, people just came back. We didn't even have anything planned. It's just, they just came back hey, this is where the party is. And
they were like, oh, you guys doing another thing? And it was like,
we're like, you're looking at it.
Apparently we are.
Sitting around drinking and shooting the shit. Basically what we did last night. So, yeah, come on back.
Come on.
So, yeah, that was great. We didn't even have anything planned. And there were, probably 30 people that showed up the next day just because. And,
so I think some of those people got the days mixed. But, hey, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But, yeah, no. So, I really enjoyed that as far as some of the off-track stuff we did.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Boy, we have to think of something else to talk about. Or else we're done.
I've got things.
Okay. You didn't put your things in the note like I put my things.
I know, I was going to, and then like I said, I was a little hungover yesterday. I know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't spray my stuff on you. My number one moment is Indy 500 qualifying at Yuncos, bumping their way in, bumping out McLaren, and that team having to like rebuild the car.
Yes.
And still getting in there, and just like that to me might go down as far as, if not the best, one of the top 3 Indy 500 qualifying moments
of all time.
Yeah.
And the fact that so many teams, like we said then, it's just such old school Indy. So many teams being like, "Hey man, we've got an extra one of these. Do you need this? Do you need this? All right, let me go and Yeah, and the dichotomy of that with the McLaren team, who didn't want to take anything from anybody until the 11th hour,
and then all of a sudden was, well, you're screwed.
Yeah, that was such a great moment.
Yeah, and like rewatching it, every time you watch it, the emotion that you just pick up is like, fudge, man.
Yeah. And I mean, the radio of them.
Just everybody losing their shit in a good way. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was absolutely fantastic. Mm-hmm. That is definitely one of my top moments, but I'm going to pick a different one just because you picked that one.
That's okay. No.
Right. I'm going to say Robert Wickens driving a car again.
That was really good.
Him and Carly doing a lap. It just got awesome. You right in the feels.
It did. I mean...
And I love how many races he came to.
It was.
Because he still has a ton of fans and everybody, support. I mean, to the point that he had to be like, people please quit touching me on the back.
Please don't touch. Please don't touch the wiki.
Right. But it just goes to show how many people care about him and Carly and their well-being and how they're doing. And, and they have been updating his progress. And then to see Aero go out of their way to engineer a car that he could drive around. And even he was like, I want to see how fast we can take this. He's still a race car driver.
Yeah, like in his heart of hearts, like there was that moment where he starts to go fast and you just see it on his face and you're like, yep.
Yeah, you can see in his eyes he's just running from ear to ear.
Ready to do this.
Yeah, I mean, I 100% teared up.
Oh, yeah, we all got super verklempt.
Oh, I'm verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
I'll give you a topic.
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
it'll be interesting to see, like, what else happens next year with him.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I mean, he's made great progress.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's only been a year-ish.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's amazing about it.
That is what's amazing about it, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's pretty wild. All right. So, here was my next idea that I'm not trying to spring on you, but... since we typically run back to front on on the races, not necessarily in order, but we can pop through and kind of talk about each driver and their average finish.
I don't have any of that information on me, though.
It's in the app, actually.
Yeah,
I've got
it's not working.
Oh, I've got it pulled up. So that was just a thought.
Okay. I'm just not prepped for this at all. I didn't look at anything.
Well, we can talk.
It's fine.
All right. Well, in the meantime, do you want to peruse through and I'll do it?
No, I mean...
All right.
It won't give you enough time, so it's fine.
Okay.
It won't give you enough time. Yeah, there's, some... Go ahead.
All right. Well, in the meantime, if you have not ever been to our website or don't know about us on social media, you can find us at www.fastcarsfastgirls.com. You can listen right from there. You can subscribe, all that good stuff. It also links to our social media. We're on Instagram at FastCarsFastGirls. We are on Twitter at FastCars317, and we're on Facebook, Facebook.com/FastCarsFastGirls. We also drop our episodes on YouTube, so you can listen there as well. And we are on every podcast hosting site that there is. So no matter what kind of phone you have, no matter what way you like to listen, you can listen to your favorite Ladies of INDYCAR anytime you want.
I don't know if we should call ourselves the Ladies of INDYCAR.
I mean...
It just seems like...
We already call ourselves the Fast Girls, so...
That's true. Where is it? Is this what I want? No. Damn it. There's something else that had this that I sent, and shit's been going off at work.
It has been a wild week for you at work.
Mm-hmm.
You've been out of town.
Oh, that's not what I want. There it is. Okay. All right.
Where do you want to start?
I guess we'd start at the bottom and work our way up.
So this actually has it organized by alphabetically.
All right, that works.
All right, so start at the bottom, Zach Veach.
Oh, Zach.
He did start in all 17 races, and his rank was 18th. He had 3 top 10 finishes. No poles, no wins, no top 5. I guess it doesn't give average finish.
So what I've pulled up from the media site has not been updated since Portland, and it's showing his average finish is 15.6.
Okay.
Let me try it this way. Sometimes if I go back through it, it will be more updated, but it also, as we'd say at work, your reports are only good as the data you have, so let's see.
That is true. That is
true.
Nope,
this is updated as of 9/3/2019.
All right, well, I guess that's as good as it's going to get.
Cool!
Thanks, guys.
Cool, guys, because your race has been over a little bit. Sorry, that was cranky. But, like, really?
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, I'm pretty much just going to go through our full-time
because it said Oriole Serbia, and I was like, no.
No. All right, Takuma Sato, he was in all 17 races.
Yep.
He finished the season 9th. He had 2 wins, 2 poles, 4 top 10s, and 7 top 10s and 4 top 5s.
His average start was 10, and his, not counting Laguna, and his average finish was 11.9. So typically, on average, he would finish further than when he started.
I think that it ends up, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it also, is using those DNFs.
Those DNFs count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, a friend of mine sent me the stats on, like, Sato's last 6 races, and it was, it's like there's a 1 in there, and then there's, like, 17th, 15th, like, just...
0. You're like, wait, what?
Oh, all right.
Boy, this is most recent best points position. Sorry, I'm looking... Best finish. Okay.
Interesting.
Some of these are nice, some of these are not so nice.
Yeah.
Depending on what you look at.
Next up, Alexander Rossi, who finished 3rd in our championship, was in all 17 races. He had 2 wins, 2 poles, was in the top 5 11 times, and in the top 10 14 times. So there were only 3 races that he was not in the top 10 for.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
The GP, nope, not Texas, the GP, Pocono, and Gateway.
Yeah. What was his average start?
5.7, and his average finish was 6.4. Damn it.
Next up, your favorite rookie, who's no longer a rookie.
I know! Little rookies have graduated.
I know. They're all sophomores now.
Oh, the wise fools.
Yes. Felix Rosenqvist, he finished in 6th. He was in all 17 races. He did not win. He did have 1 pole at the INDYCAR GP.
Yep.
6 top 5s and 10 top 10s.
He also had 2 top 3s.
Nice.
Yeah, it tells me that.
I like that.
Yeah, that's nice. So his average start was 10, and his average finish was 11. I mean, I think we already kind of talked about it earlier on. I mean, it was a great season for him. Great season for 75% of our rookies.
Yeah. And very consistent for Rosenqvist.
Very consistent. I think that's what people kind of forget, was that there was a lot of consistency with them as opposed to other rookies.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even though he didn't,
win
any, he was very consistent and tended to bring the car home.
Yep. That's kind of a big deal with points.
It is. It is. Next up, Graham Rahal, everyone's favorite Buckeye. JK.
Nobody likes
Zach
Buckeye.
Veach is adorable.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're both from Ohio.
I was like, nobody likes Buckeyes. Wait. Oh, that's where we're going with that joke.
Yeah, no.
My bad.
Sorry, you're still looking at it through the IU lens.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he finished out in 10th, just behind his teammate Sato. No wins, no poles. He was in the top 5 4 times and in the top 10 11 times. So, I mean, pretty decent season for him.
Yeah, he actually kind of consistent. His average start was a 10.8 and his average finish was a 10.9.
Wow. So, I mean, he is a consistent driver.
When did Graham sweep the Detroit race? Wasn't it?
17?
Yeah, so this is... Oh, okay. So on the site, it's best finish, best start, Most recent best points position. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, because it said like race 1 of St. Petersburg in 2015, and I was like, I swore he won Detroit. Yeah.
But if it was race 1, that must have been when he was in lights.
It's weird.
That's interesting.
I don't understand that stat. So
Okay.
I don't care.
We need an answer key.
Oh, sorry.
Next up, willpower. So he finished in 5th. He had 2 wins, 3 poles. Was in the top 5 8 times and in the top 10 11 times.
This is interesting. His average start was 5.8. His average finish 9.4. You know what?
Well,
he did have a wild season,
and he had some DNFs in there because of your mechanical gremlins and.
That's true. Yeah, he was out 1, 2, 3. He didn't finish 3 races.
Yeah,
Coda, Toronto, and Gateway.
Yep.
Toronto, Gateway. Yep, that's right.
Yep, that'll jack you up.
You know, that will. I didn't mean it that way. That was still funny to me.
All right, next up, Spencer Piggott, who finished the championship in 14th. No wins, no poles, but he was in the top 5 twice and in the top 10 5 times. And he did well. I don't think his stats reflect.
I don't think that they do.
You know how aggressive he was on track and the passes and moves that he made.
I agree. He was fairly consistent, starting about 12.3, finishing 12.9. He failed to finish 3 races. It's hard to read this. Because running and contact are about the same length.
Yeah.
And so you just like scoop. So yeah, Belle Isle 2, Pocono. Pocono. And then Gateway. He was also out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't remember if he's up for contract renewal.
He is.
Oh, this is going to be the one. This is going to be one to watch.
Yep.
This is going to be one to watch.
Yep, and it appears that Ed Jones is going to be on the move.
Well, I suspected that.
Yeah, I think we all did.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for him.
It is. All right, next up, Simon Pagenaud finished 2nd.
Yeah.
He had 3 wins, 3 poles. He was in the top 5 7 times and the top 10 15 times. So
average start 8.9, average finish. Sorry. That's awkward. Let me go ahead and turn the sound off. That was my father, if anybody couldn't tell. Average finish 6.7. So we always routinely finished higher than when he started. Actually, he finished every race. Yeah, he finished every race.
He did.
Yeah.
He did indeed.
Yeah, it was a good season for him.
It was. He didn't qualify as well as he should have in a lot of races, you know?
Yeah.
He struggled. Yeah, not like he
1,
qualified
2,
really
3,
poorly.
4, 5, 6, 7 qualifyings out of the top 10.
Yeah.
Not counting nope, he qualified in the top 10 in Laguna. So
yeah.
I appreciate that they call it Laguna Seca and not Monterey or WeatherTech Raceway.
Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, Joey New obviously won the championship.
Yeah. He
had 4 wins, 2 poles. He was in the top 5 12 times and in the top 10 14 times.
Damn. He started 5.6 and he finished 5.5. Those are his average start. I mean,
wow.
Shoot. That's
consistency.
That's hella consistent. Yeah, he only did not finish 1 race, and that was Mid-Ohio.
Where he spun out.
Right
in front of us.
And, my God. Damn. That was a moment.
Yeah.
That was a moment to watch and just go, what the hell?
Oh, he was so shitty.
Oh, I'm sure he was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Displeased.
To say the least.
Speaking of who's next.
Ha
Mateus Laced.
Oh, Mateus.
He finished in 19th. No wins, no poles. He was in the top 5 once. The INDYCAR GP. Finished 4th.
Yeah.
And the top 10 twice.
I was going to say top 10 twice. Yep.
He had some flashes of brilliance this year.
Well, you know what? His average start was 19.9, and he finished 16.8. So he did make gains. Now, whether some of those were attritions or not. He was out at St. Pete for contact. Belle Isle for handling, or for mechanical, and then I remember they brought him in at Texas for a handling issue. Yeah. And he's somebody who's up this year, too.
He is, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with that.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Because TK's got the handshake deal, but I mean, if anybody else but TK could have a handshake deal, you know?
No.
I'm saying could not have a handshake deal. Sorry, I said that flipped.
Yeah, it's like TK, okay, that's fine for him.
I mean,
everybody else,
I don't recommend it, but
get it
okay.
in writing.
But get it in writing, people.
Get it in writing. All right, I will include this driver. He did 7 races. Charlie Kimball. So his rank doesn't really count because he didn't do all the races. But of his 7, no wins, no poles, but he was in the top 10 twice.
Yeah, finished, and he gained points. 17.8 was an average start. His finish was 16.3. Out of his 7 races, he was only out at Texas. That was the only one he did finish, so.
Yeah. I mean, he really did have a pretty solid season.
It was not a bad season for him. Like, you can't say it was a bad season. You can't.
Nope.
It was good.
Yeah, which speaking of, I did skip over this other Carlin driver, but I'll pop back. Patricio Ward also had 7 starts.
Yeah.
No wins, no poles, no top 5, but 1 top 10. And I'm still sad we didn't get to see more of him.
Yeah, I am too.
I really like that kid.
I don't know if he's going to come back next year or not. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I think he's entrenched now with the Red Bull Junior program. So,
which, I mean, good for him.
Yeah,
you know what?
That's fine. If you've got the ride there, go for it, man.
Right, like a ride's a ride, but but I would welcome him back with open arms anytime. I love that kid.
Oh my God, yes.
He's just so excited, and I can't get enough of Patricio Ward.
No.
Photo. All right, next up, Tony Kanaan.
The hard charger.
The hard charger. I mean, that was what a great award for him. Perfect, because he was. He finished in 15th overall. No wins, no poles. He was in the top 5 once and the top 10 4 times.
And the top 3 one time.
Yep.
So. And this is why he was hard charger. His average start was 20th, 20.3, and his average finish was 14.8. So
that's moving every race.
He was only out Belle Isle, second Belle Isle race for contact.
That's awesome.
I remember that.
Yep. All right.
My favorite is the pause where we both go, oh, yeah, no, I remember that.
Yep. All right. Part-time driver that we just talked about, Ed Jones. Part-time, so his rank doesn't really matter.
Yep.
But he did 13 starts, no wins, no poles, no top 5s, but he was in the top 10 once. Which is so interesting. I mean, his rookie year, he finished 3rd in the Indy 500.
Yeah.
And, he'll have moments where he does well, but it's can't seem to put it all together at the same time.
It's kind of like Marco, where
yes.
you're gonna do either you're gonna qual well or you're gonna drive well, but you can't link the two together.
Yeah,
it's very interesting to me. Yeah, his average start. Yeah, this is it. His average start was 13.8, and his average finish was 15.2. Like he just couldn't link it together.
Couldn't put it all together.
Yeah. Let's see what happens with him.
Yeah. I feel like he's got good potential, but I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know if having him part-time really helped develop that potential.
I don't think it does.
I think that's the problem with the Ed Carpenter road course buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Is you don't get to develop as you would if you were doing all of the races all of the time.
Agreed. Especially since there's already some breaks in the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you have a break and then an oval, it's even longer until you're back in the car.
And just think about next year with the
Olympics
Summer
break.
Olympic break. Yeah.
No, it's going to be...
But if one more person says something about that, I know that this is an aside, but stop it. You can't program anything against the Olympics. Especially on the same damn network that's covering the Olympics. It's the Olympics, guys.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I get it.
I don't like it, but what are you going to do?
Is. Yeah. It's the way it is. All right, next up, Ryan Hunter-Reay.
Oh, Ryan.
Finishing 8th. No wins, no poles. He was in the top 5 6 times and the top 10 10 times.
Top 3 2 times.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. His average start was 9.7 and his average finish 10.6. Somewhat, even, I think part of that was he was out by lap 19 at St. Pete when his engine just exploded.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yep.
Just plumes of smoke coming from the Ryan Hunter race car. I don't think they're supposed to look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
what was it Lisa said? He was smoking fast.
What? He was.
Yeah.
And of course the Portland contact, but we won't discuss that. And Pocono contact.
And the Pocono contact, yeah.
Which we also won't discuss that right now.
Yep. All right. Everybody's favorite Canadian bird, James Hinchcliffe. Finished the season in 12th. No wins, no poles, but top 5 once and top 10 8 times. So
top 3 one time too.
Yeah.
Top 3 one. Okay, that didn't work.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, 8 top 10 finishes. Well, and he got screwed on a lot of races with being knocked out.
Yeah. He was Texas, Gateway, Portland,
Pocono.
Oh, Pocono was Portland, or was Gateway, sorry. It's, again, hard to read.
Yep.
Super hard to read. He was off course in Belle Isle, but that was also, I think, more of a contact issue, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some unfortunate incidents that were not his fault.
Yes. Average start, 11.3. Average finish, 12.5, which seems surprising. Somehow I thought that would be, like, the inverse.
Yeah, well, except that a couple DNFs.
A couple of DNFs, I suppose, really knocked it down. But I think every other time he started and finished, all right, I take that all back. Some of it is different, but like Long Beach, he started 15th, he finished 9th.
Yeah.
Indy started 32nd, finished 11th. Like, that should count double somehow.
It should.
But then the ones where he got knocked out really did drop that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, another shining rookie, Colton Herta.
Oh.
Young Colton Herta. Finished in 7th. He had 2 wins, 3 poles, 3 top 5s, and 8 top 10s.
And 1 top 3. And this is what screwed him on Rookie of the Year. His average start, 7.8, which is true. It was rare. He was in the top Fast 6 a lot. His average finish, though, 14th.
Yeah. A lot of DNFs in there, but again, those zeros really drag down the average.
Long Beach, Indy GP, Indy, Texas. Oh, that Texas one. Middle Iowa, Pocono. Yeah. One,
a lot
2,
of races with
3,
wonky endings for him.
4, 6. 6 out of 17.
Wow. So a third, basically.
That's exactly why then.
Yeah, that's exactly why. Which, it's wild that it was still only 5 points away.
I know. Well, because when he would finish, he would
do
put
really
together
well.
a great race.
Yeah, he would earn some serious points.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with 10 starts, Jack Harvey with Meyer Shank Racing. No wins and no poles, but a top 5 and 4 top 10s.
And 1 top 3.
Yep.
Yeah. And consistent, he would start 13.3 and he would finish about 13.7, though. All right. I mean,
this was his career best. It's like his top 5 and top 10 finishes. He got like his best. He got all of them this season.
All of them, yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, that team, I think every year just gets better and better.
Oh, yeah. Like, on the weird best ones, it's all 2019, 2019, 2019.
Yeah. He was a fun driver to watch this year.
He was. I still don't get most recent best. I'm not even going to try and figure that out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Another fun rookie, Santino Ferrucci.
You can't say his name. Somebody on the internet is now crying.
I know. If you hate Santino, finish your drink. So he finished in 13th overall. No wins and no poles, but top 5 3 times, top 10 7 times.
Good kid to watch.
He was.
He made it fun. He would start 15.5 and he would finish 12.1. He would make positions.
Oh, he would make moves.
He'd make some moves.
He was not scared at all. And he just loved the ovals. I mean, he
really did embrace ovals.
You could tell that he just felt at home, which is so interesting because that's not typically the case for rookies.
Yeah.
They're usually a little more, trepidatious.
Yeah.
About the ovals, and he just it just fit him.
Actually, so looking at the ovals, Indy, except for Iowa, he finished all of the ovals in the top 10. Indy was 7th, which was weird for me for Iowa because he did great. Texas was 4th.
Yeah.
Iowa was 12th, but Pocono was 4th and Gateway was 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
so close to a podium.
So close. That's a good stat for a rookie with ovals.
It is. And I mean, except for Portland and Laguna Seca, he finished every other race.
Yeah. I mean, it is. It's running, and Portland.
Yep. Mechanical, and then, yeah.
Yeah.
Mechanical and then contact at Laguna.
And from what I can pick up from the scuttlebutt, he wants to stay with Dale Coyne next year. And I think Dale wants him to stay next year, so it's basically just getting everything put together.
Yep.
So
making deals, signing the contract.
Good. I think that's fantastic.
Well, and he and Sebastian Bourdais end up being quite the combination.
Quite the fun combination.
Quite the fun combination. Yeah, Sonny and Dad.
Yes.
So I will be very excited to have them, together again next year.
And also, I want them to make fun videos about that.
I do too.
Like,
at Dale Coyne Racing, we got lots of ideas for fun stuff you can do.
Please make it like a 90s family sitcom.
Yes, with like a laugh track.
This is what I need.
Filmed in front of a live audience.
Them just making Santino making silly kid mistakes and Bourdais being oh, Sonny.
I want it to be like a home improvement version of INDYCAR.
Yes.
Just cheesy dad jokes, one-liners.
Come on, Bourdais, embrace the inner dad joke. I know you can do it, man.
Yeah.
I need this to happen.
I mean, yeah.
I'll write them for you.
The low-hanging punny jokes.
Just go for it. It's super easy.
I want them.
I laugh at them.
Yes, I do.
It's fine.
I enjoy it.
Anybody who says they don't is lying.
You're a liar.
You're lying.
We don't believe you.
You liar.
You lie to me. But yeah, he was fun to watch this year.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad he's coming back.
Yeah, I also enjoyed him and Poncho, his crew chief on the radio.
Yes,
their interaction.
I enjoy that he really gives Poncho a whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Also, I enjoy that his real name is Poncho and not a nickname.
Yes.
It's that could be a nickname. It's fine, but nope, that's his real name.
I love it. Next up, my rookie, Marcus Ericsson, finished in 17th. He only started 16 of the races because he was brought over as a possible backup, and that's when, was it?
Portland.
Yeah. And then he ended up not running over there, which is unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
But let's see.
It's the only answer you can give on that one.
Right, meh. So no wins, no poles, 1 top 5, and 3 top 10s.
And 1 top 3.
Yep.
And Belle Isle 2, he came in second.
That's right.
Yeah, he did. He got the podium.
Yeah, that was when I was still really hopeful.
Yeah. I also just want to point out in the IndyCar media stuff, it talks about their crew list, and Be Cool Nigel's not listed.
Really?
So I'm upset about this. I demand Be Cool Nigel be listed.
Yes, and I demand he be listed as
Be Cool Nigel.
Be Cool Nigel.
Be Cool in quotes, and then Nigel, but Tim's listed, so it's fine.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, big sexy there. So actually, Marcus is consistent. He would start 15, and he would finish 15.1.
Hey!
He did not.
Again, a case of the numbers not really reflected?
Yeah, no, he didn't finish St. Pete in the GP and Mid-Ohio. That doesn't reflect the multiple times he got off track and then came back on.
No.
No, that doesn't reflect that.
It seems like very consistent, but it was dicey.
Yeah, I also don't think he's coming back next year with
McLaren,
Arrow, Jesus, SP,
Although
Purple.
Hitch tweeted out something
yeah, but they did a whole helmet swap,
I know
thing. I don't read.
I know, but he was can't wait to bump wheels with you next year, and I was like, are we just saying things?
I think
are we
we're just
hinting at things? I mean, it's just
I think we're just saying things.
Yeah,
people are getting too nostalgic in their old age. Calm down, Hitch.
Right.
Take your Metamucil and calm down.
And are we just trying to spark wild rumors? I mean, I could support that.
It's Hitch. He might be.
He might be.
Bitch,
he also has a flair for drama.
Yeah.
A flair for the dramatic.
If there's anybody in the current IndyCar paddock who's more dramatic than Hitch,
I don't know who it would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Elliot, and I was like, oh, he's not, like, in the current paddock.
Yeah. I mean, Pagano rivals it at times, but I think overall...
But, like, overall, Hinch wears his heart in his sleeve, which is fine.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons so many people love him.
Yeah, like, I get it. I'm no... Again, I say my temper flares up because it's just better for everybody that I get it out.
Yeah, rather than...
Hold it in.
Yeah, we don't want that to be bottled up. We don't want it to concentrate.
No, it doesn't work well.
Nope. All right, next up, Scott Dixon.
Oh, Scotty D.
Scotty D finished 4th in the championship. He had 2 wins, no poles this season.
Which is...
unusual.
He was
in the top 5 11 times, and in the top 10 11 times.
Top 3. Now, you know what? Oh, I see what they're doing. So if you get in the top 5, in the top 10, it will also count as a top 5 and a top 3 finish. See, I do it differently.
Yeah.
When I do it, I'm like, if you're top 3, you get a top 3. If you're a top 5, you get a top 5, but not a top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're doing it all.
No, they combine, yeah, because it's like all of his...
So he also got 10 top 3s instead of 9, so...
Or instead of 11, yeah, so...
No, he got 9 top... No, wait. He didn't finish top 3. He did finish top 3, so he got 10 top 3s.
Okay, so then he had 1 that was still within the top 5. So all of his top 10s were 5 and under.
Yep.
Because he's Dixon.
Although, here's a stat that will surprise you about Scott Dixon. Are you ready for Mr. Consistency?
Yeah.
Average start, 5.7. Average finish, 7.9.
Wow. Of course, it was not his best season.
No, and he was out. He got
Gateway,
out.
Texas,
Belle Isle, Texas. Gateway, yeah. So I think that probably dropped it.
I'm surprised it only dropped it to 7.9.
Although Coda, he started 6th and ended 13th. Belle Isle won. Oh no, that was the one he got out in. Portland, actually, he started 3rd and he ended 16th.
Oh, because that's the battery. It just decided to leave us.
He got back, but yeah, it's.
So yeah, he had some wonky things happen this season.
It was a weird season for him.
It was. It really was.
Interesting.
Oh, all right. And Connor Daly.
I mean, I was like, we don't have to do.
Right. I mean, he had 7 starts, but it's Connor.
I'm going to try for every team in the paddock, and fingers crossed, he gets a full-time ride this upcoming year. I've heard McLaren, but,
I would love that.
Rumors.
I mean, I would love him to have a full-time ride, period, but I think it would be great to see him with McLaren.
God, yeah.
We should have done like a Connor Daly IndyCar bingo, and like Connor drives for Carlin. There's a square. Connor drives for.
All right. First, I want him to have a full-time ride next year. So like, whatever I'm going to say next does not take away. But if he doesn't next year, we're doing the bingo.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, the Connor Daly bingo. I feel like in his heart of hearts, he would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Yep.
All right. So out of his 7 starts, no wins or poles. But he did have 2 top 10s.
Yes.
So
Indy and Gateway.
Yeah, he does well in ovals.
He does well, and his finish was up. So he started, his average was 15.8, and his finish was 12. So
yeah,
he would make. It was a good season for him. Like, he didn't have a consistent team or anything else, but he was.
It was a great season.
It was a great season. Let's see.
Well, he made moves in all of the equipment.
Yeah.
That's what I really enjoyed, is that he had such a variety of different, levels of equipment based on team size and things, since he drove for so many different people this year.
Yeah.
And yet still consistently did well no matter who he was driving for.
And honestly, if you took out Portland, which it was contact and not his damn fault at all, he would have an average finish that was higher than his average start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what screwed him.
Yeah.
Portland, he started 9th and finished 21st.
Yeah.
Everything else. Ugh. That just breaks my heart.
I know.
Breaks my heart.
I know it. All right, next up, started out full-time, went to part-time, Max Chilton.
Yeah.
So he ended up starting 12 out of 17 races after he decided he did not want to do ovals anymore. No wins, no poles, no top 5s, no top 10s.
Fun fact, he did not do any of the ovals because he didn't qualify for Indy.
Oh, that's right.
All of a sudden I was like, oh.
That's right, He got bumped.
I was looking at the various ovals, and I was like, well, yeah, but didn't he do it? No, he did not, in fact, do Indy.
He attempted.
He tried.
Yeah, what was his average start and finish?
Average start, 18.5. Average finish, 16.7, so...
I mean, he did make some moves, but yeah, I remember all season long thinking that he should have qualified better and should have done a little better. We've definitely, I feel like we've seen him do better in general.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, because in his career, he's had 8 top 10s. In his career in INDYCAR specifically. And not a single one this season.
Yeah, and 1 top 5.
Yeah.
But that was this year.
No.
Oh, that's total. Damn it.
Yeah, no.
There's like a weird... Okay, I don't like this at all. I don't like this setup.
The way it's laid out is weird.
I'm cranky. It's fine.
All right.
Well...
And then our part-time oval only. So Ed Carpenter...
Oval specialist.
Oval specialist. I think Faux Will would...
I mean, I feel like people would have a disagreement about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he had 5 starts. And of that, he podiumed once.
Yep.
And then, minus that, had 2 other top 10 finishes.
Yes, and so the podium was Gateway. His average start was 13.2, and actually, I mean, the man makes moves. His average finish was 8.8, and, you know, he qualified second at Indy, so...
Yeah. They always roll out quick there.
I mean, hell yeah, they do. That's why when, I forget who it was, asked us, where should Alonso go? And I was like, if he wants any shot, he's going to want to be with Ed Carpenter Racing because they roll out quick at Indy.
They have it dialed
They know what they doing.
Yeah, like they have home field advantage at that track.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I mean, yeah, that's really what it feels like. It's like that's their home field advantage, and yeah, they have it dialed in. You know, with the fact that he does make moves and just how aggressive he is on course, in a good way, I'm sad that he doesn't do road courses. I mean, I totally respect him being like, I don't want to, and I'm not gonna.
Right, like
that's how I like to live my life. You know, do what you want. But
whose name is on the team again? Oh,
yeah,
mine. Okay,
mine. That's okay.
Okay.
So I can do what I want.
I can. It's my name.
I have a permit. All this says is I can do what I want. Exactly.
That's Ed Carpenter.
Yeah, but I'm kind of sad that he doesn't do the road courses and the street courses because I feel like had he continued to work on that type of driving, that he would have been very competitive.
I mean, at least try like the Indy GP, man.
Right?
At least pull an Elio and do both races.
Right? Come on,
even Elio does GP.
Next up, Dad, Sebastian Bourdais.
Oh, both dads were next to each other.
They were.
Dad and Daddy.
Dad and Daddy. All right. Bourdais finished the season in 11th. He had 2 top 5s, and then outside of those, he finished within the top 10 7 other times.
He had a top 3.
All right.
Do that math.
So 1 top 3.
I don't.
1 top 5, yeah, and then 7 between 6 and 10.
Yes.
So pretty good. I mean, he had some great moves. I don't know if his stats will reflect
that. It doesn't because he was out at Gateway, Indy, and St. Pete.
Yeah.
But yeah, so his average start was 10.4. His average finish was 11.7. So with him being out of those 3 races, he definitely made up points. But I think being out or made up spots, but being knocked out of 3 races, that's going to drop your numbers down.
Yeah. So those stats don't really reflect what all he did.
Those are rookie numbers, man. You got to pump them up.
Yeah. Come on, man. Let's get it together. We know you and Coyne only do 1 year at a time. Which is my favorite fact.
I mean...
That they just, neither one of them wants to do a multi-year contract.
It's kind of baller on all sides.
I mean, it's just straight, like, BDE. It's gangsta. It's
gangsta.
It's BDE on both sides of, like, I mean, I like you, but...
I mean, we'll see what happens next year.
Happens,
yeah,
you know?
like it's...
Could be.
Maybe.
Could be.
It's
bitch, it might be.
Bitch, it might be. It's the contractual equivalent of bitch, it might be.
Yeah. Will I be here next year? Bitch, you might be.
Maybe.
Let's see how you do, though.
It depends. Let's see how you do.
I'm not married to any part of this. So yeah. Oh, and then Marco Andretti.
Oh.
So finished the season as 16th. Had 5 top 10 finishes. No wins, no poles, no podiums, no top 5s.
No top 3s, so all top 10s.
All top 10s.
All top 10s for that. Yeah, actually, You know what? He started 16.3 was his average start. His average finish was 14th, and that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
He would typically finish better than when he started. He had 2 races where he was out, Road America and Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pulled him in for handling at Iowa.
Yeah, he was having some handling issues.
But Iowa was just a weird race.
That was a wild, With
like the rain and like the weepers still out on the damn track, and we were all like,
it's still wet?
We're still going?
Yeah. And then they then they red flagged for a little bit more moisture, and it was just,
Yeah.
That was such a weird race.
It was such a weird race.
So, but yeah, he's
always has a mixed bag of a season.
He does. Like we said, it's like they just can't put all the pieces together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I don't get. It's like half of that team can and half of that team struggles.
That's also a weird, And then they're going to add Colton Herta full-time next year.
Yep.
So that's interesting, too.
It is. Who I do not think will have... I don't think he's going to struggle.
No, he shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's based on what he did this year.
Yeah. Although it'll be interesting to see if that changes,
Well, yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah, because, Zach Veach did very well his rookie year, and then he definitely experienced a sophomore slump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I hope he does it better next year.
I do, too, because I love that kid.
I do, too. I want him to do better than... I want him to be better. That's it. I want you to be better, Zach.
Yeah, because I want you to continue being in our sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a lot of people questioning Michael Andretti's decision to sign a 3-year contract this season.
Oh, boy.
We definitely have Zach for 2020, but a lot of people saying, I bet he regretted doing 3 years. We all thought that was wild to do 3 years on a rookie.
Maybe he'll do, a great off-season, training.
Yeah.
I don't know Zach's life. He hasn't shown that yet on his Instagram, so, I'll let you know.
Yeah. We haven't heard from his grandparents, Larry and Sue. We don't know any insider info on that.
We'll ask him next time we see him.
Next time we see him. They are precious.
They are adorable.
I enjoyed that. Mm-hmm. There were so many, I could pick favorite moments for hours.
See, that's going to be end of year. I was going to pick more of the non-track moments. Like this, I was all right, try and do racing moments for the most part. But end of the year, in December, it's going to be all non-track moments.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Ooh, another on-track moment that I didn't mention? The GP in the rain.
That was I thought you were going to mention it.
I know. I just feel like I've talked about it so much. I feel like I've talked about it so much, but the GP in the rain and watching Pagenaud outbreak God and everybody.
Yeah, especially the last 15 laps.
Yes, and then watching him play cat and mouse with Dixon.
Oh my God.
And fake Dixon out because he passed everybody else in turn one.
And then he was like,
JK, I'm taking you on the back.
You did not know this.
Yeah,
I'm very sneaky.
Made Dixon use up the last push to pass that he was able to use and still finish the race under his own power.
Oh,
and then,
God.
That race, in my mind, Pagenaud's car had a shark fin on it because he was an apex predator.
It was great to watch it. Oh, my God.
I want that music behind clips of him passing everybody in those last 20 laps.
It's another one of the moments from this past season I think I could just watch over and
over. I could watch that race over and over. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a race that I was highly surprised because it's sometimes, it's hard because it gets a bad rap in Indianapolis because we have the 500 and it's not anything like the 500, and so you have to kind of reset your expectations.
Yeah.
But damn, that race was exciting this year.
Oh my God, it was. Yeah.
If we could. What is it that all the Area 51 people are conspiracy theorists about? Well, yeah, but they're all conspiracy theorists about the weather too and how the government controls weather. So if that's a thing, can we shoot up, whatever it was, sodium nitrate into the air and cause rain during the GP?
As long as it's a little warmer, I'd be okay with.
It was a little chilly.
Because we were bundled up in layers and rain layers.
Yeah, because it was low 60s and rainy. So, if it could be upper 60s or low 70s and rainy, that'd be great.
That's fine. That's cool. I'm cool with that.
That'd be great.
That's a poncho. I'm good to go.
But yeah, if any of you, are conspiracy theorists or know how the government controls the weather, if you could talk to them about making it rain.
Make that happen next year, that'd be great.
This Mother's Day weekend of every year, that'd be awesome.
That'd be cool. It's fine. Your moms won't mind.
Nope.
They don't want to go outside with you anyway. They just want to go have brunch somewhere.
Yeah, they want to not cook or clean.
Yeah, that's it. That's all they want. So just, it can rain.
Buy them something nice, write them a sweet card, take them out to brunch, lunch, dinner.
And let them stay at home and watch TV or read a book in the rain. It's perfect.
It is.
There you go. Make it happen.
You're welcome.
Full service.
But yeah, so many. Yeah, we will definitely have to go over like our top moments because there were just so many off-track moments of meeting fun people and just different conversations that we got to have and experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thanks for everybody listening for being along for the ride with us.
Yeah, I mean, my God. Yeah. I mean, we're not going anywhere. Please don't be paranoid. Like.
No.
We'll be back next week.
Every week, fast and funny.
52 weeks out of the year.
You know it.
So sorry. We better end this before I have this discussion. This is not suitable for recording.
That's hilarious.
I think that was our white flag too that we just talked about. Like, thanks everybody. It's been great.
It has been. It's been a good season.
We have more to talk about.
Yeah, we do have more to talk about. Don't worry. We're going to continue talking about cool things that are happening in racing and
we're going to make people come on our show whether they like it or not.
We sure are.
Nigel. Tim. Surprise. Not that either one of you listen.
Oh, Tim listens.
Oh.
Big Sexy listens.
Big Sexy. You know what? Jocelyn listens.
Yeah. She makes Nigel listen. And then sends us video with his
I appreciate that.
Yeah, his reactions. And he's like, yep, I agree with that. Which
people do agree with that.
It makes me feel good when an engineer actually involved in the series is like, yep.
They're not idiots.
So, yep, you heard it here first. We're not idiots.
Exactly. Despite what our parents say.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. But we have some fun things coming up. There's different events that we're gonna feature and kind of push out to you guys that other people are doing, like the Racers No Day Dusik and things like that. We'll be going to PRI again this year, so we will update you on that cool stuff.
I'm gonna do that.
I know it's in my to-do list.
Yeah. It is.
So we got some time before the deadline.
Yeah, I know. I just want to get it knocked out.
Yeah.
Because usually we do things the last minute.
Sure do.
Deadline.
And that payout did not happen for us just once this year, but lesson learned.
But did it really matter for that race?
Nope, sure didn't.
Nope.
But anyhow, so keep listening. Make sure that you subscribe, rate, review,
all of that good shit. Follow us.
Yep, share us with your friends and family. Follow us on social media. And again, if you see us out and about at the track or anywhere, feel free to come up and say hi.
Yeah, even if it's non-track and you see one of us, as long as it's not at our real jobs.
Well, I mean, if you see me at my real job and you recognize me, it's totally fine to say hi. Just
don't be like, oh my God, I loved when you said this in your podcast, because that won't.
Well, just don't play my podcast on speaker.
Yeah.
At work. That'd be great.
It's a headphone podcast at work.
Not safe for work. Not safe for my work.
No, not safe for my work either.
Nope.
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 No.
So, all right. Well, thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.